Hi,
Hello,
how are you today?
I'm doing okay. How are you?
I'm good. So, my name is Kawal, and I'll be your dietitian. So, what brings you in today?
Well, I've been doing this workout program, and I've been doing it for a few weeks now. And along with that workout program that I'm doing is a meal plan,
Mm-hmm.
and it's about 1,500 calories a day. So I think it's a good amount to help me lose a few pounds. My goal is to lose about 10 pounds in the next 2 months, and
Mm-hmm.
I kind of want to do it slowly, but my issue is what I've been eating. I'm still pretty hungry, and I
Mm-hmm.
thought 1,500 calories would be a good amount. And so I guess just trying to figure out how to add more foods throughout my day so that I'm not eating too much, but I'm eating enough to satisfy me.
Okay. So, it sounds like you are satisfied with the kind of plan that you're using, and you think it's sufficient to help you lose weight, but you still feel hungry throughout the day and you want to do something that makes you feel a little bit more satisfied. Does that sound correct?
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, I'm satisfied with the foods that I'm eating,
Mm-hmm.
but I feel like maybe I need to add more so that I'm not as hungry, and I'm just worried about the types of foods I might add because I have a tendency to like to get cravings, and
Mm-hmm.
I crave candy and salty foods and things like that that I know would not be good for my meal plan and helping me reach my weight loss goals. So
Okay. So, what do you think you could add to your diet in a way that you wouldn't have those cravings or you wouldn't want to rely on eating foods that aren't good for you?
well, I mean, I've been eating things like almonds, and I know those are a healthy source of fat, and they add extra calories, and they've helped me stay full. I also like things that are really simple, like boiled eggs that are high protein.
Mm-hmm.
But in general, I get kind of bored with those things sometimes,
Okay.
and so I guess you could help me figure out what I can add that I'm not already eating that
Okay.
still could maybe align with my meal plan. So,
Okay. So, let's look at your food recall and see what we can do.
okay.
Okay, so for your breakfast, seems like you're having a Shakeology, which is a nutrition supplement.
Mhm.
So, could you tell me more about that?
Yeah, Shakeology is the nutrition supplement that I'm taking with my workout program.
Mm-hmm.
Um, the workout program is Beachbody. I don't know if you've ever heard of it, but they have a lot of really great fitness programs that can be used to help clients lose weight and get fit. And Shakeology is one of their biggest products that they promote to go
Okay.
along with their fitness programs. I love it. I could
Mm-hmm.
literally have it every day for the rest of my life.
That's
But
awesome.
but in general, it's a really good supplement of protein,
Mm-hmm.
fiber-rich foods. It also has healthy enzymes that help me digest um, milk because
Okay.
milk has lactose. I'm a little lactose intolerant, so I like it for that reason, and it helps keep me from feeling bloated and gassy from eating cheese and other dairy products.
Mm-hmm.
And it also has lots of antioxidants, and it's got all pretty much whole food ingredients. So that's why I really like taking that nutrition supplement. And I think
Okay.
it's about 160 or 170 calories.
Okay, that sounds pretty good for the amount of nutrients and macronutrients that you say that it has.
Mm-hmm.
So that's pretty good. Okay, so along with that, you have two mandarin oranges for breakfast, which sounds pretty adequate. For your snack, you said you have edamame salad. Okay, and then for lunch, you have rotisserie chicken, 3/4 of a cup with hard-boiled eggs and banana.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then for PM snacks, you have almonds. And then for dinner, you have quinoa, black beans, bell peppers, and corn. Okay, so what time of the day do you typically feel hungry or you feel like you would want to add something because you start feeling your cravings?
I would say usually in the morning. I do try to make sure I have a snack after I eat breakfast.
Mm-hmm.
But I notice that if I don't have that snack early enough, so for example, if I have breakfast at like 7 in the morning
Mm-hmm.
and I am ready to eat my snack at 10, if I don't have that snack, at 10 o'clock, I'm going to be hungry. And a lot of times things like work can get in the way of me going back to my desk and eating my snack, or maybe I just don't have the time to make a snack that's filling enough, and so I kind of eliminate that snack most days.
Mhm.
So there's a lot of different things that can come up, and so I feel like between breakfast and lunch is when I get really hungry,
Really, really hungry.
with or without that snack. So
Okay. Well, how would you like to consider adding something maybe to your breakfast? How do you feel about that?
well, I think I could do it, but I'm so rushed in the morning, and
Mhm.
it takes a long time for me to get to work because I have a 30-minute commute, and I really don't like waking up early.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess I would feel okay about it, especially if I knew that it would help me stay full for longer. So
Okay. Okay, so the snacks or like the lunch that you stated that you eat at work, do you pack that at night, like before going to sleep, or do you pack that in the morning?
usually I'll pack it in the morning,
Okay.
just because I typically am, getting ready for bed and doing homework. I'm a student, and so um, a lot of times don't make that time at night. I
Mm-hmm.
guess I could, especially if it would help with having time in the morning. But
Mm-hmm.
at the same time, I guess I just need to figure out like when to fit that in the evenings,
Mm-hmm.
along with all the other things that I'm doing. So
Okay. Well, how would you like the idea of maybe packing things at night before you go to sleep? Like whenever you're eating dinner and you are cleaning up things for dinner, how would you like to prepare your breakfast items or your snack at night so that you don't have to rush in the morning and you have more time in the morning?
that's something I could consider.
Mm-hmm.
I think maybe the way you said it, having it like after I finish my dinner,
Mm-hmm.
that way it's not like taking up a ton of extra time. That might be something that works out, and especially since I try to have dinner no more than no less than 3 hours before I go to sleep, and so it's not really late at night, and so maybe I might have a little extra time.
Okay, that sounds good. So you said that you'd be open to pack something after dinner for your breakfast and for your lunch so that you're not rushed in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
So what would you possibly like to eat for breakfast if you're wanting to add in your calories or something that keeps you full for longer there?
I like really simple things. Like I
Okay.
said before, I mean, I'm already eating almonds and things
Mhm.
like boiled eggs, with my lunch or with snacks. But I would like to have something a little different. So I guess for breakfast, if I were to add something along with the orange and the supplement, maybe, I don't know, like a breakfast sandwich
Okay.
or something like, I don't know, maybe um, like a little frittata or something that I could make ahead, I guess.
Yeah.
I do like cooking. I do
Mhm.
like, preparing meals. It's just time. Time is my biggest obstacle. So yeah, I guess maybe a breakfast sandwich or a frittata, something simple.
Okay. Well, it sounds like time is the biggest problem for you to pack up things before time um, and being prepared. But you seem to be open to making either a sandwich or either a frittata. How would you consider recipes that could help you make frittatas or sandwiches that you could maybe make one time and then freeze them and then reuse them like in the morning when you're packing your lunch, just warming it and putting it in
Um, so you mean like where would I find those recipes? Like how would
Well, would
I?
you be open to finding recipes that you could maybe just make at one time and then just freezing them so that you don't have to worry about it throughout the week?
Yeah, I think that would be a great idea. I
Okay.
just don't know exactly where to find recipes. I mean, I use Pinterest a lot,
Mm-hmm.
so maybe I could use Pinterest, but I'm just not really sure, where to look for things like that. I guess Pinterest might be the best resource.
Mm-hmm. Well, typically most recipes can be frozen and then rewarmed nicely. It usually isn't that complicated, and if you do feel that when you rewarm it, if its texture changes or you don't like it as much, then a few things can be changed in each recipe, and then we can modify it as we go along.
Okay.
Okay. So other than that, adding a frittata or some kind of a sandwich for your breakfast,
hmm
is there any other point throughout the day that you think you do feel hungry and you want to add something?
Well, I guess with the salads that I've been eating,
Mm-hmm.
like they've been pretty filling salads. Like for example, I like to use plant-based sources like edamame or soybeans, and I like to have black beans added in for added fiber. So
Mm-hmm.
they're filling, but at the same time, I think I might get a little bored with that. So maybe adding a little bit more meat because
Mm-hmm.
I like meat. My family eats a lot of meat, but because of the fact that I've been trying to lose weight on this meal plan, I feel like I've been having to limit it. So maybe if you can help me think of ideas for adding more meat into my meals,
Mm-hmm.
that might be a healthy protein that I can incorporate and help me stay full longer.
Okay. So, what do you know, or how much do you know about different kinds of sources of protein, and then what kind of proteins they are? Like, which ones are healthier and leaner?
Well, I know chicken and turkey are healthy, lean proteins. Um, I guess it also depends upon how they're cooked. So I know I have a tendency to like fried chicken, and I know fried chicken's not that lean. But I know there's other options that I like baked chicken, ground turkey. I also like deli turkey and deli chicken. I know those can be kind of high in sodium, but I figured if I, control the amount that I eat, then maybe that might help.
Mm-hmm.
And just using those in some snacks, I think that might help.
Yeah, that sounds like a pretty good idea. Um, you do seem to know like where the lean meats definitely are, and adding that to either your AM salad or even for your dinner would be a really good idea for you to include protein, and that would also help you to keep that would also help to keep you fuller for longer. How do you feel about that?
I feel good. I guess I would just need to know how to prepare it because I like to cook, but at the same time, I don't really have many ideas
Mm-hmm.
other than looking up recipes on Pinterest, since that's usually my go-to. So,
Mm-hmm.
um, so maybe figuring out how to use those ingredients in my food that I'm already eating
Mm-hmm.
to help make them taste better, but also to make sure that I'm still sticking to my meal plan. So I guess just figuring that out and how I can cook it into some of what I'm having already.
So the kind of meat that you want to add to either of your salads, how do you think you would want to prepare it to make it healthy?
Well, the less preparation, the better.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess since deli turkey and deli chicken are already prepared, and all I have to do is maybe cut it up. That
Mm-hmm.
might be an idea.
Okay.
I actually like the sound of that with my edamame salad.
Mm-hmm.
I think that would probably be really good.
Yeah.
Maybe I guess if I wanted to prepare things ahead of time, if I cooked ground turkey and added some herbs and spices that I already have in the kitchen, maybe some basil or cayenne to spice it up a little bit. I guess I could use that into my quinoa salad already cooked up.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess those are a couple of ways I could do it. I'm just not sure how it would taste because I haven't tried anything like that before, but I might be willing to try it.
Okay, so it sounds like you're willing to try different kinds of recipes to add in protein to your food, and then also maybe add something to your breakfast items, things that will help you feel fuller and add good nutrients throughout the day. Does that sound right?
Oh yeah, I'm very open to figuring these things out because I want to stick to my goals, but I also don't want to sabotage myself and continue to feel hungry and end up falling off because I know in the past I've done plans like this before, and when I was not eating enough, it was very easy for me to fall off and go back into bad eating habits. So yeah, I'm open to seeing how that would work.
Perfect. Sounds good. So, what exact goals do you want to set in this session so in the next time we can follow up with those goals?
I guess we can focus on my breakfast to start because I feel like that's probably the biggest obstacle for me right now, having more to eat in the morning. I feel like the other ones, like adding more meat later on in the day with deli chicken or deli turkey, might be a little easier, but I kind of want to tackle the hardest thing first because I feel like that might make the most difference in my day. So yeah, setting a goal to have a plan for ways I can add more healthy foods to my breakfast meals.
Okay, sounds good. And you're aiming right now for trying different kinds of breakfast sandwiches and frittatas, you said.
Mhm.
So for breakfast sandwiches, what are your ideas that you would like to work with?
Oh man, I like lots of different types of breakfast
Uh-huh.
sandwiches. I like, just peanut butter and banana sandwiches, or um, I could even do an egg sandwich with a little bit of sort of scrambled egg and maybe some veggies. I like tomato with my scrambled egg, and maybe even a little avocado for a healthy fat to add to that. Those are just a couple, but I know those are pretty easy to make. I guess with the peanut butter banana sandwich, I've always got peanut butter at home, so I could just take one or two slices of bread, spread the peanut butter on, and slice of banana, and bam. So that would require very little time. Now the breakfast sandwich, obviously, I would have to cook the egg, and I know scrambling egg the night before might not be as good, but maybe if I got up a little earlier, or if I made sure I had all my other meals planned the night before, then maybe I could have time to scramble some eggs and easily slap together a sandwich if I already had those other things prepped. And I like cheese. I would want to have cheese with my breakfast sandwich if it was like a egg sandwich or something like that. So
Sounds good. So your breakfast sandwiches typically sound to be very healthy and high in protein, with your eggs and your cheese and the peanut butter. So those are all really, really good options, and I wish that you would explore more, and that would be nice. And I think that would really help to keep you full for longer, so you don't feel too hungry throughout the day. Okay. And then I guess if you're wanting to have a peanut butter banana sandwich, then maybe try to play around with the kind of fruit that you eat for lunch, so that you have a different variety of nutrients that you consume throughout the day.
I don't know what else I could have. I mean, sometimes we buy apples and grapes, but I feel like those are things that we buy a lot. So, what are some other suggestions you have for other fruits?
Well, what other fruits do you like to have?
Well, I try to pick seasonal things. So it's springtime, so maybe if in the store they have more strawberries, I could look and see if strawberries are there. Maybe some other berries like blackberries or blueberries. But at the same time, I want to be sure I'm not spending too much, and I'm still sticking to things that are easy to prepare and wash and have ready. So I like bananas because they are so grab and go easy.
Yeah, for sure. But you can consume any fruits and vegetables you like, and the more colors you have, the more variety of nutrients you're going to have throughout the day. So there's no specific kinds that I would definitely recommend. I would say whichever fruits and vegetables are easy for you to grab and go, whichever ones are in season and cheaper for you to buy, either way it would work, and it will work nicely. As long as you like them and you eat them, it totally works.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure. Is there anything else you'd like to talk about today?
I guess that's pretty much it. I mean, maybe we could talk a little bit about ways that I can keep going with what I'm doing, because I do want to stick to this for at least another couple of months so that I can reach my weight loss goal. So I don't know, maybe some suggestions on ways to kind of help me stick to my meal plan would be nice.
Okay. So when you described that you wanted to add different kinds of meat to increase your interest in your salads, do you think that's a good way to keep you on your diet plan, or would you like something more?
I think for now that's fine.
Okay.
I guess maybe if we get to meet again, we can talk about other ideas.
Yeah.
But I don't want to overwhelm myself with too many options, because I know that might confuse me. So, so I guess maybe we can leave that for another time. I feel like what we've talked about today is really going to help me a lot, especially with keeping me full for longer. And well, I guess we can see from there how it helps me in the coming weeks as far as keeping up.
So then for this week, we can have an aim of increasing your breakfast through your sandwiches and your frittata. And then in your next session, we'll talk about how we can add the different kinds of meats in your lunch and dinner, so then that way you can stick to your diet plan. How does that sound?
That sounds great. I like that idea.
Okay, perfect. Well, I hope to meet you again soon, and best of luck.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
You too. Bye.
Thank you.